With this video, we're going to take a look at the resource absence and coffee break capability, as well as lunch break capability that is available with the Field Service Lightning tool built on Salesforce. So a good thing to first remember when you're starting to work through the resource absence capabilities is to come to field service settings, go to the scheduling tab, and make sure that you click off on activate approval confirmation on resource absences. That will make sure that all resource absences have to be approved before they're reflected in the Gantt chart in scheduling dispatcher console. So once we do that, we're going to come over here to the service resource. From the service resource, we're on Jane Austen's record. She's a technician, and we're going to come down to her absences. And from her absence, we are going to create a new record here. Now, we're not going to create a break record. Salesforce work rules allow us to automatically do that for any work order that is going out there in the field. So we're just going to stick with non-availability. And from here, we're going to say that this is vacation time. She's taking off the 25th to the 1st. And that's really everything that we need to put here. Now, once we do that, if we come over to this Gantt chart over here, we can see it's still not reflective there. You see, if I go to the next couple of days, I'm not seeing anything over here. And that's because if we go back to that record, it hasn't been approved. So what we'll do is we'll hit approved, click save. We'll come back to the field service and we can see vacation is starting on the 25th. So she's automatically unavailable. So a great way to streamline and be able to automate the process of resource absences so that you're not assigning anything to anyone and then you've got emergency dispatches to make because of that problem. Now, the second rule is, so we're going to go to work rules now. So we'll first go to scheduling policies. We'll go to the customer first, and we'll come to the work rules, and we'll come to resource availability. Now, with resource availability, this is saying if this work rule applies to this particular scheduling policy, their break start will always be 12 o'clock. It'll last for 30 minutes. So that's why we don't need to put that in as a resource absence, because it's automatically going to do it whenever I put a work order out there to be serviced in the field. And so if I come to, let me see, let's go back to field service and let's see what this looks like so everyone can get an understanding of what it'll appear to look like in the dispatcher console. So if I go down to a work order that has not been scheduled yet, so this one right here, and I have this go to Gloria. Now, if we give this a second, what is going to happen is it's going to bring the work order here, but it's also going to create that coffee break as well. Because of that work rule, it's always going to generate this no matter how many work orders that are assigned to Gloria. She'll always have that time there at noon for a half hour for lunch break, for coffee break, and that can be set to any value that you are allowing your technicians or your field service resources to have in the field.